The next year, they switched to an Advantage plan, and I thought that was going to be fine, but I went to the doctor's one time, and the doctor's visit was, they didn't cover a single thing because I was out of network.
Wow. So how long were you on that plan?
I was on that for 2019, all of 2019, and when I found out it wasn't covering me at all, I told the university to kill it, and I was just on the Medicare A and B.
Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me. I really appreciate it. I was just wondering how your experience went, because I know you had a different journey than most. You know, a lot of people will go one route when they turn 65 and maybe stay with that, but you had a little bit of a detour. How did your process go?
Well, when I retired from the University of Dayton, they have a retirement benefit where they were doing the Medicare supplement.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all fine the first year. And then the next year, they switched to an Advantage plan. And I thought that was going to be fine, but I went to the doctor's one time, and the doctor's visit was, they didn't cover a single thing because I was out of network.
Wow. So how long were you on that plan?
I was on that for 2019, all of 2019. And when I found out it wasn't covering me at all, I told the university to just kill it. And I was just on the Medicare A and B.
Wow. So they were paying for you to be on the supplement first, and then they put you on one of those free plans to go forward,
No,
probably to save
I
money.
was still paying. The first year I was paying $49 a month for the supplement. They covered part of the supplement. I had to cover $49 of it.
Wow.
And then they put me on the Advantage plan, and I had paid $39 a month.
Oh, wow. You still got to pay for it.
Because they were covering part of it. And
Mm-hmm.
so.
Did you have any, I don't want to get too personal for what you're not comfortable with, but did you have any major incidents while you're on that plan?
No, I just went in for a doctor visit, and evidently, when I was on a supplement, I got the Welcome to Medicare visit. I got that. I think that was in April or May is when I finally got in there. And then the next year, they called me, said I was due for my yearly, but they had scheduled it. They called, right at the beginning of the year. And so when I went in, it wasn't covered because it hadn't been a year since my last one.
Okay.
So, and at that time I got they suggested I get a pneumonia shot, and I got that, and it wasn't covered at all. And
wow.
I think I got another shot. I think I got a tetanus booster or whatever, because I couldn't remember the last time I had one.
So they went ahead and did the physical, but you had to pay for the whole thing?
Yeah, well, they submitted it, and I guess since I was out of network, and they didn't cover anything.
When you were on that plan, did you look at what the network was then to try to decide if you could work within the framework of the HMO and if that was going to work for you?
Well, it only covered Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Wow. So what would happen if you had major things that you needed taken care of and you were stuck on that plan?
I might have gone back to Ohio.
Wow. Well, I sure am glad you're healthy. And then, so you went from 2020, I guess at the end of the annual enrollment period, then you stopped that plan at the end of the calendar year of 19.
Yeah.
And so Wow, that's a scary time to only be on A and B during the whole coronavirus pandemic. Hopefully you were healthy during that period. And then we were able to help you here toward May, June, I guess, of 2021. So
Yeah.
that whole time you were with just the A and B. Did you have any major problems?
No, I didn't have any problems. I didn't go to the doctor's visit. And
Okay.
so, luckily, I did. Everything worked out.
Well, what made you decide to shore up your insurance there where you're not, exposed on Part B of Medicare to 20% of unlimited bills and everything by getting a Medicare supplement? What changed your mind in that regard?
Well, I've been due for a colonoscopy for quite a while.
Yeah.
And I was reading that depending on whether they find something or not, it's not totally free. So I figured it's time to get it done. And because I just had the one at 50. I haven't had one since. So
yeah, I got you. So yeah, and for those that don't know out there in the world, if they're doing the colonoscopy as diagnostic, no problem. But the minute they find something, now it turns into a Part B expense. The whole thing is charged under Part B, of which you'd have to pay the deductible and the 20% coinsurance with no limit. And then, God forbid they find something that needs follow-up, then the labs and all that kind of stuff, and then the surgery and all that kind of stuff is going to be under Part B. That was a really smart move to do that before you had that, even just a routine thing set up to go there. But is there any change in your mind between the time that you had the limitations of the HMO, knowing that you can't go anywhere you want, then you had just going free willy there on A and B by itself, kind of a scary thing during the worst pandemic in the world's history. But now you've got the peace of mind to go anywhere in the country still, just like you did before, but you're not going to have that exposure to potentially unlimited bills. How's your mindset around that whole thing now, knowing you went from restrictive to scary to maybe the best of both worlds there? You've got insurance and you can still go anywhere.
Well, it feels a lot better. My stress level way down, and it becomes effective July 1st. So,
Fantastic.
and my doctor retired in the meantime, so I haven't found a new doctor yet. So,
gotcha. Well, it's a lot easier finding a doctor that takes Medicare than it is finding a doctor that takes an HMO from a state that's far away. That's for sure. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem at all.
So.
Very good. Well, how was your process, and how did you find my shop here?
I started watching I watched one of your videos on YouTube, and then I watched another one, and ended up watching quite a few of them. And that's where I found out about because I wasn't since I wasn't taking any prescription, I wasn't on a drug plan.
Right.
So, and now I found out that I can't get back on that till the next enrollment period.
Yeah.
And then it's a 1% per month I was off of it. So it's going to be like 24 months. So.
But they've gotten really aggressive with their pricing now on those plans, and they've come down quite a bit from where they were when they first started. Here in about a month or two, we're going to have the plan information for next year because it's all being filed right now. And I believe we're going to have some good opportunities again to save money on those plans this coming year. And like you just identified, it's better to have a plan and not need it than to not have a plan and then you need one, than to have to wait until that next year. Even if you don't take a lot of drugs, even just a placeholder plan is good to have.
Yeah.
And incidentally, you signed up with Manhattan Life Medicare Supplement, which is a good company, but one little detail about your Manhattan Life Medicare Supplement that you might not know is Manhattan Life is also reinsured by Mutual of Omaha, one of the biggest in the industry. Did you know that already?
No, I didn't know that.
So you've got the customer service and the nimble nature of a smaller insurance company, which is Manhattan Life, really good company to deal with good customer service. But then if it really were to hit the fan with major claims, they've got the reinsurance of Mutual of Omaha backing them. we're not allowed to tell people that before they sign up. You can't say it as an inducement to sign somebody up by saying, you know, one of the biggest in the industry is backing this product that you may not have heard of before. But now that you're a client, I can tell you, you're really in good hands. We've had great experience with Manhattan Life for years and years and years. But one thing that we always try to remind our clients is we're not married to or loyal to one particular brand of insurance company. If next year or the year after they do something goofy and they have a major rate increase for whatever reason, then we want to put you with the one that's got the most competitive rate, because they all function the same. There's just a big difference on how much you pay for those plans. And I know in your particular case, Manhattan Life was the most aggressive with the price, which is great. But if for some weird reason in the future they decide to leave that really good competitive rate, then we have plenty of options. And that's a good benefit of being independent, is that we can shop the market for you, because our loyalty is to the people who came to us for help. It's not to get so much business with any one particular insurance company, or to get a bonus, or to push one over the other. It's just what makes the most sense to you. And that's why some people maybe have not heard of the smaller insurance companies that are out there doing the same thing. But when you've got the backing, and we know this behind the scenes, of a big company like Mutual or Aetna or Cigna, or one of the big brands behind the scenes, then we know you're going to be in good shape.
Well, that's one of the things, is if they should increase their rates and stuff like that, if I wanted to switch to another company.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
What about the underwriting?
Yeah, you'll have to go through the underwriting questions, but they're not very crazy.
Yeah.
As you went through just recently,
yeah,
they asked basically if you had a heart attack, stroke, cancer, those major things. And what most people don't remember and don't realize is that you can change a Medicare supplement 365 days a year. You can change it anytime you want to.
Yeah.
If you called up for customer service and they told you something goofy, or they were not nice to you, or they were rude to you, or whatever, we can pivot and put you with a different company tomorrow, as long as you can answer those health questions. A lot of people think that because all these famous people are on television trying to get you to do your Medicare Advantage plan during the fall every year, they think that that's the only year they can address their Medicare supplement plan. But the reality is, anytime you get a rate increase or have had one, then we can get on the phone with you and make that change happen real easy. By the way, how was the process of getting signed up? Was it easy or difficult?
It was pretty easy. They were able to handle everything. They got me the discount for having somebody else over 60 in the household. And
it's great.
And I also noticed on the stuff I got from Manhattan Life, they try and get some of the I forget what it is. They try and, depending if you go to one of the hospitals they like, you get a little bit back.
That's right. And sometimes that's very confusing to folks, especially if they're brand new to Medicare supplement. So a lot of these times, these insurance companies will have a deal with a PPO network that if you just happen to go into that hospital, then they save a lot of money on the back end. Because remember that $1,448, the Part A deductible to walk into the hospital, your Medicare supplement will pay for that. But if they happen to go into one of these related hospitals, they don't have to pay that. So they'll give you a big refund on one of your months of your premium if you happen to go into the hospital. Of course, that's only applicable if you pick a hospital that happens to be in that program and they've got a list of them. And if it's something that's elective and you can choose to have it done at a time and place of your choosing. But for some people, it confuses them. They'll see that and they'll think, oh my gosh, I've got a network hospital. I did not want a network. So you don't have a network at all. It's just that if you happen to go into one that they do have a relationship with, they'll give you a little bonus by giving you a refund on your premium that month. But to the point that it confuses people, I think it's kind of, if it's not communicated in the correct way, and some of these insurance companies just don't communicate it very good at all. They say, here's your hospital network. And no, if that's not it at all. It's just that they can save money, so they pass that savings on to you if you happen to land in one of their, their friendly hospitals. That's all.
And I noticed they had that same thing on the dental plan. If you go with a dentist,
so you also got the Manhattan Life Dental Vision Hearing Plan. That's one of our favorites. It's one that I own. It's where you can go to any dentist, any vision care provider in the country, any hearing aid company in the country, and you have a big pool of money that you can use toward those things. But Manhattan Life has an option where you can go inside of a network. The network's owned by Carrington behind the scenes. You could either go inside the network, or you can go outside the network and continue to go anywhere that you want to. Yeah, you'd save more if you went in. So it's always a good idea to check and see if your existing dentist is already in the network. But if they're not, you just go anywhere you want to. And sometimes the dentist will file the claim for you. Other times they'll just give you a bill. You know, you paid the bill at the office and you take that receipt and just send it in, and then they'll send you the money by a check. It's a very easy process, even if they're not in a network at all. And that's why I think it's our favorite dental, vision, hearing combo plan.
Yeah, well, that's the fact that they'll take any dentist, because I'm in a small town and, you know, but I did find out there is another dental office that is in the network, so.
Oh, great. Yeah, you'll save a lot then, because you get that massive discount of being in the network, and then you still have all that indemnity money, which is your money that you can use on the discounted rate. So it really makes your bucket of money go further. That's a good thing.
And I had a question to, I think I read somewhere where you can get on the website to file the.
Yeah, you can. So if you can take a picture of the bill with your cell phone or with a scanner, you can upload it right on their website.
Okay.
Or you can fax it in if you have a fax machine, or you can mail it in, however you want to do it. It's very easy.
Okay.
But do you have any other questions about the Medicare supplement or the company that you've got or the plan that you've chosen, plan in, or anything like that?
No, I got my cards and everything, and it's, you know, I just got the supplement cards today, or card today. So
when you
I
were
think
back
I'm ready
on
to
your-
go.
When you were on your HMO plan, you'll recall maybe they told you, don't show your red, white, and blue Medicare card. You got to show the HMO card.
Yep.
Now you're back to your real HMO, I'm sorry, your real Medicare card, red, white, and blue, and the
And
supplement.
the
Yeah, you're in
supplement.
good shape now. Very good. Well, if you have any questions, as always, please reach out and let us know. And if you don't mind, would you mind if I share your experience with some of the other people that are thinking about whether or not they should trust us to do business with them over the phone?
No, that's fine.
Appreciate it.
And just my only suggestion to them was watch your videos, and you cover a lot of stuff in there.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
God bless you. And call us if there's anything we can do for you. We'll be reaching out to you at the end of the year when the crazy Medicare season happens, to see if you have any questions during that period.
Well, if I want to sign up for a drug plan, it's like October 15th is the first.
That's right. October 15th all the way through December 7th is that period. And whatever you choose during that period takes effect on January 1st.
Okay.
We can help with that. Thank you so much, Bob. Have a great day, sir.
You too.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye-bye.